Hey guys, it's Penelope here. So I'm doing a video about shoulder stand because I've been talking about it for a while, and I wanted to offer you guys a video so that you can kind of have a little bit more of a hands-on look about how to approach this posture and how to incorporate it into your yoga practice. So a couple of things just to recap. Shoulder stand is an inversion, which means that it's a posture that's practiced upside down. It means that your heart is positioned above your head, and that's really beneficial for the heart because it gives it a rest from pumping blood to the head. It allows fresh blood to come to the shoulders, the shoulder muscles, the trapezius and the interscapular muscles, the neck, and the organs of the head, including the ears, eyes, sinuses, your tongue, your brain, and obviously the thyroid, parathyroid, and pituitary glands, which govern hormonal release, metabolism, sleep function, and all sorts of really other important functions of the body. Another thing that's nice about it is it allows the pelvis to release from the intricate network of ligaments and tendons in the lower back. So if you have issues with your lower back, then shoulder stand is is going to become a great posture for you to practice. It also allows the blood and lymph and fluid that is located in the feet and the legs to drain down out of your legs and come back to the internal organs, which then are able to process and circulate that fluid. So just think about shoulder stand as like taking your body and tipping it over like an hourglass. So you're reversing the function of the valves that pump fluid in your body, and you're allowing those organs to get a rest. So here's the first thing that you need to know about an assisted shoulder stand. You're going to take a couple of yoga mats and some blankets, and you're going to stack them 3 to 5 inches high. That's going to let your shoulders get off the ground a little bit and allow any sort of inflexibility in the back to get some rest. So I've taken a yoga mat, I folded it, I have a yogi toes towel, and I folded that on top. It's like layering a cake here. I have another yoga mat that I've laid down and another blanket. So I have kind of like a little shelf for myself. The important thing here is that this edge on which you're going to place your shoulders is flat and flush. So it's not so important the other sides. They can be frayed a little bit depending on which blankets you use, but you really want this side to just be a flat edge. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to place my shoulders, the tops of the humerus bones, which is your upper arm, and you're going to place them down almost right to the edge of that blanket shelf that you've made for yourself. Now if you notice, I have a 90-degree angle with my elbows, and that's giving me some perspective on how to ground my elbows, this point of the bottom part of the humerus bone and the top part of the humerus bone, which is your connection to the shoulder joint. You're really grounding that down because this is the point at which your shoulder stand begins. Now, I also have created a kind of arc here where my neck and the back of the occipital bones of the skull is totally free. I'm able to rock my head back and forth, and that's giving me a little more movement in which to breathe. So here I go. I'm going to push up, and I'm going to come into a plow. That's going to let me take my palms to my lower back, and if you notice, because I have this blanket shelf, any inflexibility in my back, I can just start to really let the back find its way since the shoulders aren't under any sort of stress. Notice that my chest is coming to my chin. I'm not taking my chin to my chest because that's going to block your airways, and it's going to make it really uncomfortable for you to stay in shoulder stand. Ideally, this should be a more or less relaxing posture. So give yourself the time and the space to get into it. Just begin by palming your hands into your back area, the ribs, the part of the spine, the part of the back that's on either side of the spine. So I ground my humerus bones again. Shoulders down, elbows down. I lift one leg. And you can start to feel how the back adjusts as you lift the leg and as you push it back down. The back muscles begin to relax. And I start to feel how gravity is allowing my shoulders. It's almost as if someone were pressing down on my shoulders, but it's really just gravity releasing those trapezius muscles. So I lift one leg. I have my arms, my palms here against my back as a support, and I lift the other leg. And if you notice, my breath is still easy because my focus here is on grounding the humerus, the tops of the humerus bone, and the part of the humerus bone that's on the that's by the elbow. And I'm focused on bringing my chest towards my chin as I inhale. And as I exhale, I send that energy through the middle of the leg. Again, I inhale, pushing the air forward, allowing the chest to inflate toward the chin. And as I exhale, I let the breath release that fascia that's in the back of the body, and the diaphragmic fascia in the back. And that releases up to the ceiling. So, coming down, you want to come into a plow. Slowly release your back down, keeping your legs above your head as much as possible, as long as possible. So as you're coming down softly, ground your sacrum, and then come back up. So there you go. That's one little pointer for how to begin your shoulder stand practice. If you have any questions, come to my Facebook page, 1000 Ways Thai Massage, and hit me up. Let me know if this was helpful, and if you have any other questions, I would love to talk more about it. I'm really enthusiastic about inversions, and especially shoulder stand, because it's such a boon of health for so many reasons. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.